calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He was brought down by
Charles. They won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
First down, Seahawks.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
On the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check 24, check 24. He's crying.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Number 40 on the carry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Kill, kill, kill. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darrell Taylor in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
three.
So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time.
The Seahawks
Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Wilson.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Giants 3.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And it's a touchdown for the New York Giants.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 14. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Made by
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Push him back.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
It's Barkley on the counter. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Good goal at the 5-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jordan Brooks gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
At the Seahawks 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Seahawks 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A throw complete to Dorsett. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
They'll take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a yard at the 42-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This time, Wilson will throw. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
39-yard line.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brings up
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He's across midfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The tackle made by...
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Check it backer, check the backer. 29 is the mic. 79 Bronco.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Wilson on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On third down, Wilson. And that's complete to Swain. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The 26-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 31, Seahawks 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jordan Brooks.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A first down carry for Barkley. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll go to Barkley again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
29-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get
through an opening, and there he goes.
You'll get nothing.
And right the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 41, Seahawks 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run again with Carson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Philip Dorsett.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants,